everyone, I'm Bridget. I'm going to do a little bit of an energy reading for you today. So we're going to be asking the question, what is coming for you in life? So we're going to explore a little bit around your love life and a little bit around your financial life. And as requested by a subscriber, they also wanted to know, what action do I need to take and what action will my person be taking? So we're going to explore kind of like what is coming in life, what action do you need to take, what action will they take, and just, sort of go with the flow with that. So we have 3 groups, and I do need you to choose one of the 3 groups. This is group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So yes, you can pause this video if you need more time, but I'm just gonna jump straight into the reading, okay? Okay, group number 1, this is your reading. So I've also got this Angel Oracle deck that I'm going to pull a card around finances for you from, and this Goddess deck which will pull one around your love situation from. And these were your beautiful crystals that you chose. This is the rose quartz. Baby rose quartz might not focus for you. Oh. Why won't you focus? Minutes later, I'm still doing this. Damn. Camera is just mean. Still no. Am I doing it wrong? There. Oh my god. That was such a journey. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Okay. So those were your crystals. And let's get started with your reading. We'll see what you got. We'll start with your oracle cards and then your tarot. Okay. We have Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. Rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. Okay. And we have the Dream. Something is revealed, insight, breakthrough. Okay, I'm noticing a bit of a theme there. And the numbers we have as well is 16, 11, and 4. So I don't know if those are significant to anybody. And the tarot cards. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. Exciting. We have the Knight of Wands. Well, there's a little progression for you from page to knight. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay then, is that going to be in shot? Yes. And we have the 3 of Cups. And we have the Justice card. Interesting. Okay. So I'm just going to take in the energy for a moment and see what's coming for you. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely seeing a theme here for you. There's been some kind of an ending in your life. You've just gone through it. This 10 of Swords is in your past. It's an energy that you've just come from. But the ending was fated. It was just. There was a reason for it. It was not... sometimes it takes time for us to really understand what that reason was. And I'm not saying that you have to have all the answers right now. But I think just like being able to look at it from the perspective that, there was more going on there that meets the eye. Spirit is saying like, you will find peace in this situation soon. But this is part of your healing. Part of your healing is for it to just be really painful for a while. And for you to really learn the lesson of what that connection was telling you. I'm almost seeing that you may have just fallen out with a friend. You may have finally let a friend go, or more forcefully cut a friend out, or someone has cut you out perhaps. There's something going on with your friendship situation, or someone you counted as a friend, even if you thought perhaps it would grow into something more. And there's been some kind of a loss energy for you around that, a little bit of heartbreak. But I think ultimately, you are rising above that now. You've just come out of a period of things being quite challenging. Yeah, 10 to 11, there you go. you're moving forwards. Like even with this page to the Knights, there's this progression happening in your life right now, and I think you really need to trust that. And 4 to 3, like it's all there. And there's 2 11s actually. So yeah, this is actually a really good sign that you 2 11s, it's 11-11, so it's sort of like the energy of the twin flame, the energy of sacred union. So that could be coming in for you right now. But I think ultimately right now you've been clearing space for this union to come into your life. 11-11 is a powerful number frequency, and I'm just seeing that you have been through a period where, you know, you had to regenerate, you had to experience a rebirth, and what comes before a rebirth is a death, right? We can't be reborn unless we've let ourselves die at some level. So I'm seeing that you courageously embrace that death. You embrace the pain of life that, you know, is ultimately unavoidable. It's about how we choose to deal with that, right? So I'm seeing that something was revealed for you. I don't know, like this could have been someone revealed a secret, something that was hidden came to the surface, or it could be that you just had a change in perspective. You had a shift happen for yourself around someone or a situation or the way that someone had been treating you. You realized, hey, this isn't okay. And you actually you had a breakthrough within yourself around how you were letting somebody treat you, and you decided that you had to change the way you communicated. Like, I feel like you've been on this journey within yourself for the past little while, and you've been ultimately making space for this rebirth, for this positive outcome. There you go. Regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. This is you. This is what you've been going through. And I'm by no means trying to say that it was easy, because I'm picking up how challenging it has been for you. But I'm also picking up simultaneously how much space you have made within your own self and within like your life, you know. And I think that ultimately there's just such positive things coming into that space that you have created for yourself, truly. And you're rising above whatever pettiness or drama or pain that it was keeping you stuck, you know. You're coming to yourself, and you're coming into your own strength in a situation. And again, I just keep hearing from Spirit, you are learning a new way of communicating with people. You're learning how to put up boundaries and how to not let people like walk all over you. I'm sensing in your energy that you're incredibly kind, and you're very centered in your heart. You're very good at loving people, and you treat people well. You don't take anyone for granted, and you treat people how you would like to be treated yourself. But recently that has not been reciprocated for you. You realize that sometimes people aren't going to treat you right just because you treat them right. You know, sometimes people take advantage of us. Sometimes people take us for granted, and we have to then, you know, make decisions around that will best suit us, you know. And again, that's not an easy thing to come to, but it's a sign of your growth that you have, and that you've been taking action in that realm. And ultimately, like what you've been creating space for is this new enthusiasm to come into your life. I'm seeing that you're going to have a massive resurgence of your creativity, of your inspiration, of your enthusiasm. And there's going to be this progression for you around actually being able to bring that into the world. You know, sometimes we can have about 1,000,001 ideas for creative projects or for other things, but actually putting that into action is another story, right? But I'm seeing that because of all this space that you've created emotionally within your own self and within your own psyche, that this isn't going to be a block for you anymore. If you've been going through a period of maybe a little bit of creative stagnation, that's over for you. You're going to be coming into yourself like stronger than ever, and truly like learning how to put yourself first is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You're putting yourself first, and you're doing that in a really organic way, in an effortless way almost. I think you've tried to do this in the past for yourself, but it's felt very like you were pushing and pushing and pushing for it to happen. Now it's happening, but it's it's gracious, it's graceful. It's almost without effort to some extent because it's right and it's time for certain things to fall away. And you've been seeing the wisdom of that. You've been seeing the wisdom of the rebirth. You know, you've been focusing on that rebirth aspect of the death rather than resisting the death and then sort of staying in that death energy for a long time, which is, you know, something we can all do. So yeah, I'm just really picking up on how powerful you are. This Justice card, I think you have, like I said before, you know how to treat people right. You know how to treat people in a fair way that is just. And unfortunately, some people haven't been treating you in that way. Some people have been like seeing your kindness and your sense of justice, like they've been almost like treating it as a weakness in you. And that has to go because that's such BS. Like, it's not true. That is a sign of strength. To be sensitive in a world that values non-sensitivity, that values people being numb, like that is the strongest thing you can possibly hold. That is the strongest energy you can hold. And it's a gift because so many people can't. And I'm seeing that you can. I'm seeing that you truly can. I'm also seeing a little bit of a rebirth in your friendship. I'm seeing that you're going to be calling in a lot of new friends to you and almost a whole new group of people. Your vibration is shifting at a very fast rate, actually. Yeah. You're shifting at a very fast rate in general. You're growing. You're outgrowing people and situations, and you're outgrowing a lot, actually. And your vibration is going to be attracting a real soul family to you. And it's something you deserve, and it's something you've probably been wanting for a long time. And that is finally coming because you finally actually made space. You know, you've made space for that to actually come into your life. And you're going to have a breakthrough. So something has been revealed for you. This says something is revealed, insight and breakthrough. Something has been revealed, but you were able to actually bring that experience into yourself, learn from it, grow, and therefore you had this breakthrough. You had this breakthrough within your own way of perceiving things, and you have risen above it. Rise above. This says clarity, freedom, solution. Yeah, so this is totally your energy right now. Incredible. So what is coming for you is simply more clarity. It's simply more freedom. You know, you're going to be, like I said, attracting a soul family to you. Your sense of friendship is going to expand. You're going to understand what a true friend is like and what it really feels like to be treated well in your friendship and in every relationship that you have, actually. And I'm just seeing, an absolute resurgence of your creativity. I think you're going to find your creativity in ways you never even knew you could. And, you know, this is going to start to get recognition in the world as well. People are going to start to take notice of what it is that you create. And they're going to be very attracted to you because you're going to put out a vibration, an aura that is magnetic. Okay, so I really want to do one of these angel cards for your financial situation. Oh, miracles. Wow, you guys, that's so beautiful. There's going to be a miracle in your financial situation. And honestly, I just have this feeling like that it's going to be related to your creativity in some way. And it doesn't have to be a really basic form of creativity, not basic, but traditional, way of creativity that might be, like the usual artist who's either a painter or a musician or something like that. Like, I'm seeing that maybe your creativity, it could be traditional, but it also could be something that you might not even recognize it as such a creative thing. But it's going to get recognition and it's going to feel like a miracle. I think that you're actually going to finally be able to align your money making with your art form, whatever that looks like to you. Again, think outside the box. Don't limit yourself and think, oh, I'm not an artist just because, you don't paint. Everyone is an artist, I believe, but, we kind of have to claim that for ourselves. So this is beautiful. I'm so happy for you guys. All right, and then we're going to do one of these goddess cards around kind of like what's coming in your love life. Oh, okay, we got two. The High Priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. And Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Interesting. Okay, so if you're in a relationship right now, this is a message for some. If you're in a relationship right now and your person is struggling, which is true for some of you, then what is actually needed is for you to communicate with them your spiritual wisdom. I think maybe sometimes you don't communicate it with them because for good reasons, and because, you know, maybe they're not that into spirituality, or you don't feel confident to share that side of yourself because it's so sacred to you, something like that. But ultimately they need you right now, and unfortunately you need to step up, even though that might be a bit uncomfortable, because they really need you. They need you to share your wisdom with them. And this says, you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So I'm seeing that like you have to be a little bit of a leader in the way that you communicate with your person right now. And again, it might feel uncomfortable for you guys, but I think ultimately it's going to strengthen again yourself as well as this person. And they need to know your person is not feeling safe in the world right now. It might for some of you translate to they don't feel safe in your relationship together, but ultimately in terms of what action do you think they will take, I think that they're a bit paralyzed right now in action or in non-action, and they really need you to take the lead, and to whatever extent you feel comfortable to guide them, you know, be a little bit of a spirit guide in human form for them. And always lead from love. Like, don't lead from a place of, you know, thinking you know better than them, but lead from your heart and share with them all of this that you have just learned and that you've just been integrating, you know, because you're so wise and you're so strong and you're so, you know, you're so good at embracing the cycles of life. And there's so much for you to share with your person if you would feel, you know, if you would feel like they would receive it. And I'm telling you that right now, because they're feeling so, to be honest, so low, that now is a time that they will be receiving you in a different way than they may have when they had all their defenses up. Okay, so that's your message, group 1. I hope that resonated with you in some way, and thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you real soon, okay? Bye, I love ya. Okay, group 2, this is your reading, and this was your beautiful labradorite stone and this blue calcite stone, and we are going to look at your oracle cards first, alright? So you got, you got the Temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise, and reflection, illusion, self-examination, distortion, and the message, positive news, positive outcome. Wow, that's good. And these are the numbers here are 15, 13, 28, because I know some of you love numerology, as do I. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups for your tarot. That's great. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the Moon. We have the Moon. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Devil. Okay, this is interesting. So we're doing a bit of a general energy reading, and like what has just happened with you, and also what is coming, what's coming out of this situation, and what action do you need to take / what action is your person going to take if you're inquiring about a person at this time. And we're going to draw a finance card from this deck and a love card from that deck. also, so stay tuned for that. So just tuning into everyone who chose group number 2. I really think you've just come out of a pretty challenging time where there was some amount of illusions being shattered for you in life, and some amount of realizing that people had been dishonest, and that you had also been dishonest with yourself to some extent, because you had been telling yourself a story that simply wasn't true. You wanted it to be true, but it wasn't true. And that's never an easy thing to go through. But I'm telling you that now you're entering such a fertile time in your life where you can, things have kind of been cleared to the ground to the point where you're now ready to absolutely rebuild, rebirth even. So that's really incredible. And the other thing is that even though things have not been easy, someone broke a promise, someone lied, something wasn't as you thought it was for whatever reasons. Oh, look, we have 2 15s. So again, this is interesting to me because I think this is showing that it was a little bit of a mirror situation. Even though I'm picking up that you actually were the one that felt like you were lied to, there was some extent of you both lying to each other, or you both lying to yourselves, because there are 2 15s, so it's kind of like you were both a little bit in this devil energy. And the devil is not, again, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's simply talking about the shadow side of life that, we like to ignore. We like to pretend like it's not there, and it's there. It simply is. So how, we can't get rid of it. All we can do is have change our relationship to the shadow. And there's nothing, ultimately we don't want to cut it off from us. We don't want to be like, no, I just want that to die. I never want to look at that and just sort of cut it away. We have to kind of bring it in. We have to bring it in. We have to embrace the shadow, integrate it, think about what it's teaching us, why these behaviors or these people showed up in our life in the first place. What are they teaching us? What is it showing me about my own psyche? What is it showing me about, my own experiences in life and the stories that I made up about those experiences? So there's so much depth to the devil card. It is associated with Capricorn, and the moon is associated with Cancer. So there may be some kind of Capricorn Cancer thing going on for you. But ultimately, I'm just seeing that, there was some kind of an illusion happening for you in relationship. And whether you're still in that relationship or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm seeing that you have reflected on things and you have changed your story so that it reflects a more true version of events. So illusion, self-examination, distortion, but you've been reflecting on that. You've been reflecting on the ways that things were an illusion. You've been reflecting on the ways that you became complacent with how things were, and you told yourself a story like, oh, it's okay, such and such is changing, or so-and-so is just, that's how they always are. You realize that it's not okay to be treated in certain ways, and it's also not okay for us to treat people in certain ways. But this is the learning of the shadow. We all have this automatic thing in us that takes over when we feel threatened or we feel triggered. And, when we go into autopilot, we do things that we're not proud of. We all do. So, yeah, things haven't been easy, but hey, there's positive news coming. There's real positivity coming into your life. And I really see you embracing the darkness in a new way that you haven't ever felt able to before. And you found a new strength inside of you that is giving birth to these new conditions. Look, there's a positive outcome. So if you're inquiring about a person right now and you've been going through all this hectic stuff with them, then just know that a positive outcome is possible with you both. It just requires, an examination of the shadow of your relationship that you create together, and also a little bit of individual accountability around certain behaviors or certain ways of being that probably ultimately aren't serving you. But you know what? Keep in mind that this devil card is big. It's big energy because it's talking about basically what we have attachments to in life and what we feel addicted to in life, what we know maybe isn't serving us, but we just can't get away from it. We just can't stop doing it, And this is a lifelong thing, we're born here as human beings. We're not supposed to master non-attachment straight away. We're supposed to become attached to things, realize how friggin' painful that is, and then learn non-attachment. And this takes lifetimes. This takes thousands and thousands of lifetimes. Like, I think you need to stop being so hard on yourself around stuff, because actually when we're hard on ourselves, that pushes things further into our shadow. So I think that ultimately as well, I'm also getting a message here that you are incredibly intuitive, to the point where I would just go right out and say that you're psychic. You may be resistant to that, and that's fine. There's probably a reason for that, and so listen to that. But if you are like in any way, shape or form ready to go deeper, then it's, this is a gift. You will find what a gift this is. And I'm picking up that you are clairsentient, clairaudient. So clairsentient means that you feel things as a feeling. It could be a bodily sensation or it could be an emotional feeling. So you pick up on someone else's feelings, or you just know things through what your body is signaling to you. And clairaudience is when we hear the voice of spirit in our third ear. So our third ear is basically, it sits between, at the back of our head, it sits between kind of like that, between both ears, I guess, right at the back of our head. And that's the level or the space that these messages will come in at. Like, so they'll come in low, like kind of between our ears. Sometimes it can take a while to kind of like really learn like where the voices in our head start from and stuff. But basically, you are moving from this moon woman, who is someone who is incredibly sensitive, incredibly in touch with the cycles and the rhythms of nature and life. And you're moving into this Queen of Cups energy, which is psychic empowerment, which is compassionate for every living being, which is absolutely in tune with her emotions and able to experience mastery of the emotions. And mastery of the emotions, by that I simply mean you are able to self-regulate. You are able to experience an emotion when it comes up, go into it, feel it, respond to it in whatever way it needs, and then move through it. And this is a change from you, because I'm seeing that for a while, you were more stagnant in that process. You were more like having an emotion come up and then pushing it down into the shadow. Again, this is normal. We all do this, okay? However, I'm just seeing that there's this big shift for you, because you've gone through this pain and it's had to come up. So now you're really empowering yourself in a new way, and you're actually empowering your inner feminine, your inner wisdom, which is our moon, our lunar wisdom, right? We all have our solar and our lunar side of our nature. And I'm seeing that your lunar side for a time was a little bit disempowered, because you weren't valuing like the actual wisdom of it for a while. And you had a little bit of low self-worth stuff happening, because this Five of Pentacles is talking about when we see things in lack, we see that there's not enough of something, or we see that things are running out, that there's scarcity, that there's poverty. And, I'm seeing that this was, associated with money for you, but more importantly, associated with your worth, your sense of self-worth. And that has been increasing. You have been truly working on healing that. And Spirit wants to acknowledge how much healing you've actually already done. Even if right in this moment you don't feel it, it's there. It's healing beneath the surface. And I'm telling you that you are going through an incredible rebirth right now, and you're entering a time that is so fertile for you to plant whatever seeds of your life you wish to blossom. It could be love, it could be money, whatever it is that you want, plant those seeds now and they will come to fruition in time. Like, it is guaranteed. Spirit is so proud of you, because you have been doing this emotional work, you've been doing this emotional labor, And guess what? We don't get recognition from this basically from anybody, do we? We don't get recognition from this even from our friends sometimes, because people don't know how much it takes on the inside, that internal work, how much soothing and being with the self it is to go through such intense emotions. And I'm just seeing that you have been so there for yourself. You've been so doing the work. You've been so confronting this stuff, confronting the illusion of things and rising above and integrating and loving yourself no matter what. Wow. Yeah, and I'm just seeing as well with this page of cups, like there's a massive opportunity for your relationship to start again if you want that. I'm seeing that you've been through some stuff with your person. You may not still be with them. And if that's the case, then I think you'll be making space for new love in time. But that's coming for you because of this page of cups and also this Queen of Cups. Like, I think that you just have so much love in your heart to give. So, it just makes sense that you would attract someone now who will love you how you deserve, right? Again, the message from Spirit for you is simply that you have the most fertile time of your life coming up. So plant whatever it is that you wish to grow, and it will grow. It will. It absolutely will. Okay, I'm going to pull an angel card for you about your financial situation, all right? So Spirit, what is coming in Group 2's financial life? I feel like this one wanted to come out. Signs. Okay, so this is basically just talking about reading the signs of the universe, and it's almost like speaking a different language when we read the signs of the universe. So yeah, paying attention to repetitive numbers, paying attention to when synchronistic events happen and it feels like magic, that's because it is magic. Paying attention to when you have a psychic intuition about something and it is true, it is correct. Spirit's wanting you to pay attention to your psychic abilities and to validate them for yourself. Because again, no one can do this for you. The only person who can validate this stuff is you. And that is part of the gift. That is all wrapped up in the gift because it's a gift of self-empowerment also. And I promise you, when you trust in Spirit and when you follow this process of following the signs to your path of psychic empowerment, there is no way you're led astray. And I think that you're really, really, really getting to a point where you're letting go of negative perceptions of yourself. You're letting go of being incredibly, incredibly hard on yourself. Again, this is a work in progress. You don't have to be perfect at that straight away. But you're making space for these new things to come in. And it's incredible. So watch the signs of the universe. I'm seeing that you could also get a sign around a new job opportunity that you never expected. Some unexpected things I think are going to happen, and it's going to be like Spirit winking at you. That's what the energy is going to feel like. Like a little playful wink from Spirit when something comes into your life and you're like, this is unreal, this is magic, because it is magic. Okay, and we're going to do a goddess reading, a little goddess oracle reading around what's coming in your love life. Ooh. Okay, we'll do that back of the deck as well. Okay, so we have bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. And we have sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Hey, wasn't I just talking about that? So this is what's coming for you. It's basically telling you the same message about what action to take, what's coming in your life, and what's coming in your love life. It's all the same thing. It's whatever you want it to be. It is it's exactly whatever you want it to be. Like whatever you wish, you can manifest that because you have the most fertile ground for which things to grow in right now. And you're a magical person, like I said, with this Queen of Cups, with this Moon card. and this Page of Cups about something fulfilling, emotionally fulfilling coming in. Like, you can honestly manifest whatever it is that you want, whether that's a new career, whether that's a new love, whether that's a healing or a harmonizing within a current relationship or with a current connection. It's all possible to you. So this is telling you need to recharge a little bit though. And that's all part of when we embrace to our sensitivity, like this Queen of Cups. And even when we're like detoxing out of illusions, this Moon card, we have to detox the illusion out of our system, right? So I'm just seeing that you just need a little bit of assistance with water. You may have a water sign as your sun, moon, or rising, or water, you just feel rejuvenated by it. But yeah, just sitting in front of a waterfall or going to the beach, or, I mean, these are things available in Australia, but whatever's available to you, like, kind of like listen to that more wild side of your nature, the side of your nature that's closer to the earth, that's less evolved. And I think it's really going to lead you to the healing that you need at this time. Okay? So yeah, just really, Spirit just keeps saying to me, let them know like how incredible the work that you've done is, and also how there may be a little bit of a need to rest and rejuvenate as well, okay? So allow that to be part of your life. Allow that to be part of the cycle of, action then non-action. Allow the feminine side of your nature to take over, and I think you will be carried to where you want to go, okay? Thank you so much, group number 2. I hope that resonated for you in some way, and I'll see you real soon, okay? Bye. Okay, group 3, this is your reading. So you have your clear quartz there and this aquamarine crystal. Are you going to focus? Yay, focus. All right, so this is your reading, group number 3, and we'll see what comes through, and we're going to answer what is coming for you in life, what action do you need to take, what action will they take, kind of just a general feeling of what's coming. And yeah, we'll get started with your oracle cards. Sacred Earth Mother, number 42, a message of love. Yay. And we have Yin and Yang, creating harmony through balance. And that one's number 40. And we have 21, remembrance, resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Okay. And your tarot cards. The 3 of Pentacles, Death, the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Wands, there she is, and Temperance. Wow. Okay, so wow. This is a really powerful spread. Okay, so I think I'm going to start here. So basically, you've just been experiencing this death energy. There's been, and by death, I simply mean a transformation. Something has alchemized from old to new. It's like the same material, but it's totally changed its shape. It's transformed. And that's you. You've undergone this transformation. This is very heavy Scorpio energy, okay? This is Sagittarius energy, this Temperance card. So I'm just seeing this sort of, and it goes Scorpio, Sagittarius, right? So it's like this progression in your life from death to rebirth. Like Temperance is, it's patience, it's perseverance, it's art, it's artistry, and it's also just like spiritual understanding transmuted through suffering. Basically, that's how we mostly learn, right? And it's also indicative of like a soulmate relationship. There's also a lot around love and like creating harmony through balance. So I'm really picking up that if you're in a relationship right now, this person is a soulmate for you. If you are interested in somebody, like you have a crush on someone from afar, then this person is significant for your spiritual growth. So that's the reason you're so intrigued by them. If you're in a current relationship and things feel like a bit rocky, there is this, it's because you both need to embrace the death so that your relationship can have a regeneration. Okay? And it's going to be incredibly positive. As soon as you both allow this death to happen, allow a time of contemplation. This Four of Swords talks about contemplation, meditation, looking at things from a bigger picture, which basically means a higher perspective, which basically means through spirit's eyes, you know. You're going to move through this very quickly and really enter a time of like collaboration. The Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration. You're going to enter a time where things are harmonious, where everyone's working together and supporting each other, and things feel almost effortless to you after a period of time where I'm acknowledging, yeah, things have not felt effortless whatsoever. Things have felt very challenging. And a lot has been coming up to be healed with this resurfacing of past feelings and emotion alongside the death card. A lot has been coming up to be healed, and that is incredible, but never easy, right? But it's so important that we do heal it and we don't just let it fester, because that's when things get a bit ugly, right? And so I'm seeing that you haven't done that. You have allowed your feelings to come and sort of crash like a wave, right? The ocean, imagine if the ocean resisted its waves from crashing. Like, that's sort of the same metaphor as how our emotions arise within us, and then when we allow them to come out, they break, they crumble, and they vanish back into what they came from, right? It's that cycle. So I'm just seeing that you're really surrendering to that more, and it's actually helping you to become a better artist, to become a better friend, a better team player, a better colleague at work. I'm also seeing a massive what's the word? Like, you're getting really inspired by life again. You're getting really inspired to create. And oftentimes when we go through a deep transformation, and again, it's usually like, what's the word? It's usually catalyzed by pain, by suffering. So I'm not trying to bypass the fact that you've experienced a lot of pain, but you are learning how to be with that pain, because that's what a spiritual practice is. It's learning how we can be with ourselves through all of the shit that life throws at us, right? That's what a spiritual practice is. It's not to bypass the feelings. It's not to use spirituality as a way of just being like, oh, just focus on the joy, just focus on the love and the light that is within everybody. It's like, okay, you can do that, but is that really honest to where you are now? Like, a lot of people, there's a lot of fakeness in the spiritual community, right? Because people want to bypass the pain of life. And spirituality is never meant for that. It's meant for us to go deep into the pain of life. It's meant for us to be able to sit in that pain and then transform it and alchemize it, because that's what we're here on earth to do. We're here on earth to feel things, okay? And to learn. And that's what you're doing. And I'm just seeing that, like, this soulmate person in your life has been helping you with that. I'm just seeing that you're really lucky to have them, actually. I'm really seeing how supportive they've been, and they've really been there for you. And don't take that for granted, you know. I'm sure you don't, but I'm just seeing how much give and take there's been between you both recently, and how beautiful that is. Like, your partnership is truly beautiful. I really love the energy you guys create together. And if you're not with someone right now, then you're lucky, because someone amazing is going to come in for you, don't worry. Like, this yin and yang card plus this temperance card, like, I'm really seeing it for you guys. And I'm seeing a lot of you already there with someone. A lot of you are actually going to be becoming a mother soon with this person in your life that's very special to you, very sacred to you. And it's a message from love from your unborn child. Oh, yeah, they're sending you love from spirit world. They can't wait to meet you. Wow. Okay. Back to, that won't be for everyone, of course, but that was very beautiful energy. So I'm seeing that your like zest for life has come back. You're feeling inspired, you're feeling creative, you're feeling like sexy again. Maybe you went through a period when you were like, all these emotions were resurfacing and you were just like not loving yourself that much. Like loving yourself, but you know, like sometimes it's hard to feel like, you know, dang sexy if we're going through so much grief, right? So I'm just seeing that you have this like, you're coming back into your sexual power again, and I think you're going to feel really confident moving forward. This is what's coming for you, real confidence. Again, for some of you, I think you're going to have a baby. Wow. Or for some of you, there may be a marriage happening actually, and it's going to be a marriage that would be very long term. Like it's temperance talks about things that, you know, they have a long, I don't know what the word is. They last for a long time, okay? So it's a very stable relationship you have with this person. And it's very balanced, this creating harmony through balance. It's very give and take. It's very yin and yang. And I'm even seeing with this butterfly that maybe you guys have been going through a transformation even within your relationship recently. And that's been part of this death energy and this Four of Swords energy of having to look at things from a different perspective, take some time out to contemplate and meditate what's really been going on, embracing the death so that you can embrace the rebirth. But yeah, partnership is a really massive theme for you right now in your life. And remember that you can always rely on people. This Three of Pentacles talks about collaboration and teamwork. And I think for you, something you need to learn is how to really allow someone else to carry the weight of a situation. Because I think you have a belief in your head that you have to do everything somewhat alone. Like, yes, you can ask for help, but you know, to really trust that that help will come is another thing. And I think you're moving forward, like there's going to be a lot more on your plate coming in because Spirit knows you can handle it now. So you're going to have to delegate, you're going to have to ask people to do things for you in a way you've never really felt able to do before. But it's going to feel pretty easy and you're going to be feeling really confident. So it's not going to be too much of an issue, but I think it is going to be a slight bit of uncomfortableness for you with that process of asking for help and receiving help is actually the issue you have. You're okay asking for help if you need it, but you don't know how to receive it once it's there, or you don't believe that it will come through for you, right? Okay, so let's do an angel card for your career situation, what's coming in your career. And yeah, what is coming, Spirit? Let us know. Ooh, group number 2. Okay, well, you got 2 cards. Okay, music. Wow. So if you're a musician, then just know your career is going to be taking off. Incredible. And emerging. Oh my God, are you an emerging musician? You're going to start, and this is again, what was I saying around you feeling creative and like your art is coming back to you after a period of maybe not feeling heaps confident or sexy and all that stuff. So yeah, if you're a musician, amazing, and your music is going to actually start to emerge into the world, or you, like if you already are in the world with it, maybe you're going to be finding the inspiration for another album or doing some recording, or something's happening for you in this, and that's great. It's very, very positively indicated that you're going to feel really, really good about it. I'm also picking up a message for some of you who aren't musicians, that this could just be representative of any of your art that you have, that it will be emerging into the world, and you're going to feel a lot more able to focus on that and prioritize that in your life. You can have more time for that. I'm also getting a message from Spirit that for some of you, you need to listen to music more, because Spirit speaks to us through music. Spirit comes through us with music, you know. And allowing your life to be a little bit lighter, music can help. Dance is another message I'm getting with this orange. I'm getting that some of you need to dance and reground yourself through that movement, and that's going to also again help you to feel more sexy moving forward if you've lost your little bit of jazz or whatever. So very, very positively indicated. I'm also seeing for some of you with this emerging card that there's just going to be a new career opportunity coming your way. There's going to be a lot of newness happening. A lot of, some of you are just going to partner with a musician. Partner maybe with someone who is already in some kind of music area, and they're going to help you out with something. A lot of partnerships coming for you guys, okay? All right, so we're going to do some love cards. What is coming in group 3's love life? Spirit. Ooh. You want to do a jumping card, Spirit? Ooh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my God. She was like getting sassy with me because I wasn't saying please. All right, so Lakshmi, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. Yeah, that's basically the energy that I got from your love life, to be honest, is that it's pretty banging right now. And if it's not, then stop worrying. It's all going to be fine. I just think like this message of love, like the sacred earth mother, this message of love, like your person loves you so much. They want to spend the rest of their life with you. They want you to be their partner in life. And, you know, you guys are really good together because you balance each other out. You might be like opposites, and you just generally, you give and take in a reciprocal way. You know, there's not an imbalance in the relationship which would cause problems later on. So this is really, really positive. I'm going to do another goddess card about what's coming in your love life, and sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, so for some of you, this is because you're going to be pregnant. I know some of you, like the younger viewers, will freak out about that, but it's a message for some of you. Don't worry if it's not for you, like don't get freaked out. It's not for you then, okay? But basically, I think like with this death process you've been going through, you've been like making room for yourself to be more sensitive, which is never an easy thing to do. But it's honestly, like, I think that you're going to feel so much better just to allow yourself to be as sensitive as you are. And this may mean you need to have better boundaries up with certain people that trigger you, or you need to even not see them anymore at all. Or you just need to be a little bit aware of how certain environments like massive crowds impact you, and then maybe say no to that situation rather than forcing yourself to toughen up, right? That's not fair. And chemicals, I think this is relating to chemicals perhaps in food that you eat. Like if organic food is at all available to you, then, you know, maybe even just grow some like lettuce in your backyard, you know, or some spinach, or some like somehow make things a bit more less chemically, and maybe opt for more natural, you know, shampoo and conditioners, more natural face cleaners, all that sort of stuff, more natural makeup, whatever is again available to you, then just do the best you can, and there's no need to do any more than that. I'm also getting a message around your throat chakra, because As you can tell, mine is just closing up right now as I'm talking. I think that's what's been blocking your sensitivity, is really being able to speak your truth. Wow, this is really strong for you guys. I'm hardly even able to talk now. So I think just be really gentle with yourself as you heal that, and know that we heal our throat chakra through listening to ourselves. Okay, I literally can't say anymore because I can't talk. So I'm sending you all my love, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon, okay? I love you. Bye.